We just finished a video in Winter Garden where I met up with Caitlin Bennett from Liberty Hangout, as well as Angela from Eat, Trade, Travel. We had a great turnout, a lot of support, defenders of free speech, so make sure you guys go check out that video. Now we're in St. Petersburg. I just drove 100 miles from Winter Garden to St. Pete, and we are going to the St. Pete Trans Parade Pride event. A lot of you are saying that you don't like the sunglasses because you think they're pride. They're not pride. We are reclaiming the rainbow. Anyway, we're gonna have a great video today for you guys, I hope. And if you guys like my content, you guys can support me at givesendgo.com/AdamFrancisco. I am the only man fighting a terminal illness while still fighting for this country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. So let's have a great video here in St. Petersburg. And as always, God bless Trump. So we're out here, guys, in St. Pete at the Pride Parade, which is right behind me. They're getting ready to take to the streets. Pretty good turnout. Hey guys, can I ask you guys a question about, it's from my YouTube channel, The Progressive Latino. I'm trying to get, my channel's The Progressive Latino. I'm trying to get messages to Donald Trump, what the community here would want to say to Donald Trump. So I want your hottest take, if you have one.
I don't really.
Or maybe words of love and encouragement for him. It's up to you.
I really stay out of it.
Stay out of it?
Yeah.
Any opinions?
No.
Okay. No problem. Did you get that for free? You had to pay for it. It's for free?
When you register, you get it.
Yeah, this event is obviously well funded. I'm making a video at the event today.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get sound bites to Donald Trump. I want him to know what the community here thinks and feels. You could give me your hottest take. Go off, kings and queens.
Protect trans kids. Dude, they are the same as adults almost, except for consent.
How would you protect trans kids? And what does that look like to you?
Obviously, there are limitations when it comes to medical stuff, because I turned 20 at the end of July and I've been out as trans for 7 years. Yeah, so if I could have had some type of health for like even puberty blockers, they stop
Excuse
it.
me, you don't have a wristband. We're gonna have to ask. This is the lineup of the trans.
Oh, I'm on the sidewalk.
No, but we're lining up for a private event right now, and if there's a posted code of conduct, so we have to ask it. Everybody has a yellow wristband, or we vacate this area.
Well, it's a you can't privatize a public street even if you have a permit.
That's okay. We have a posted code of conduct, so if we're not following the posted code of conduct,
well, it doesn't trump the First Amendment.
I understand, Susan.
I'm just asking questions here. Did I say anything out of
I understand.
out of
We have a posted code of conduct, and if we're not going to follow it, we're just going to ask.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Appreciate you.
Like a hug?
I don't mind a hug. Of course. Nothing wrong with hugs. You look great today.
Thank you. You too.
Have a good time. Oh, I got to keep my hands free. All right, guys, so my camera's giving me a few issues. I hope that the files are going to be recovered here, but these people don't know the First Amendment. They don't know the Constitution. Even if they have a permit, it only covers curb to curb, and it doesn't privatize a public street. The only way that they could actually trespass me from a public street is if I'm actually doing something disorderly, such as cursing in front of children, screaming, acting like a maniac. Then in that case, they could trespass me. But on a public sidewalk, when you're just asking questions, which is our constitutionally protected free speech, they can't do shit. And this has been happening more and more to Caitlin. It's been happening to me. And we just have to know our rights, stand our ground. And obviously I'm not gonna get arrested. I'm not willing to get arrested since I'm on dialysis. But I will stand my ground and take it up until that point if I can, because I know I'm in the right and I'm not doing anything wrong. Also, just to be fair, I realize now that was actually the parade, which I'm not part of, and I don't want to be part of the parade, obviously. I was looking for the festival. That was the wrong spot. The festival's actually in front of me. So we're gonna go to the festival. I didn't mean to go with the parade. So again, I still have the rights to be on the public sidewalk, but that's not where I want it to be anyway. Oh man, I need a little bit of fan. Hey, you mind hitting me for a second with the fan? Just for, thank you so, oh my God. How much was that toy?
It's like $13.
On Amazon?
At Marshall's.
Thank you. I am a YouTuber.
Oh my God, I'm going crazy.
Let me ask you a question. You're Latino, right?
How'd you know that?
Because I'm Latino.
Oh.
My question for you is, this is a message to Donald Trump from St. Pete Pride. What would you want to say to Donald Trump? It's free speech. Say whatever you want.
Come on, dude. You've been waiting for it.
You can go drop dead.
For real.
Why do you want him to do that?
Because he's just causing a whole lot of problems. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
And what's the problem that he's caused that's really upset you so far?
The tariffs, taking women out the military for what?
Women are able to still be in the military. It's the transgender that can't. Women are free to join still. What do you think about? What do you think about egg prices down to?
Man,
Pretty
make
low.
eggs cheaper. What the hell?
They're $2.50 a dozen right now.
Stop ICE from raiding innocent people's homes.
Oh, I'll talk to you a second.
Okay?
So you want to talk about the ICE?
Yeah, let's talk about ICE. Let's talk about immigration. Let's talk about how we have a felon in the office who's also a rapist and who's not a feminist. How about that? Who looks like an egg.
Again, I'm not too informed. I'm not too informed.
Thank you.
I'm not too informed. When was he found guilty of rape?
You haven't heard? There has been history about him. There have been women who have legit talked about him touching them inappropriately.
Yeah, I know.
We have somebody
I know there's
who
been
is
accusers.
legit a racist.
Yeah.
Do you not know what he does on Twitter? Thank you.
What did he do that's racist? No, I'm actually just out of the loop.
It's crazy how he wants to provide income for the military, but he can't provide income for the Black Lives Matter.
He's deporting the
Thank you.
Mexicans and not the fucking people from Spain.
Oh, because I'm Mexican, so I need to know about this.
Yeah,
He's-
from like ICE and stuff.
So ICE is going after Mexicans?
Yes, and Hispanic people.
Oh wow, like American citizens?
In California?
Not American citizens.
No.
So Mexicans from Mexico he's going after that are living here illegally?
Well, no, he's also going after people who are born here. Yeah.
Because I'm a citizen, should I be concerned that I might get deported?
Yes, you should be concerned. You should be concerned. Everybody should be concerned because the soil is based off of immigration. The buildings that we live in is people who are hardworking immigrants build our country. So for somebody to be in office and have them deported is bullshit. He doesn't know anything about what it's like to be in a low-income family because he has a silver spoon up his ass. Period.
You can't deport people on stolen land at all.
I'm out of the loop here. I don't know what's going on. I just showed up my camera and I'm just talking to people here.
Yeah.
What land is stolen that I'm on?
The entire land.
So like where I'm standing right now, this is stolen land?
Yes.
Who stole it from who?
Have you heard of Christopher Columbus?
Exactly. From Native Americans. This land was
But this
stolen.
happened like before I was born though, right?
Yeah, it happened before anyone was born. That's exactly why they can't be deported, because it's on stolen land already.
So if it happened before I was born and I had nothing to do with stealing it or
Exactly.
I had nothing to do with it being stolen, what's the solution today then? If this happened hundreds of years ago like you're saying,
What's the solution today?
how do we unsteal it basically?
It can't be unstolen because it's in history. But we could also give the natives back their reserves. And also, there's a certain word.
Don't the natives already have their own reserves right now?
Not
With their
all
own
of them.
laws and their own taxes, their own police?
No, they don't.
I'm pretty sure they
Some
do.
of them they still
Some of
don't.
them do.
Yeah.
Some of them do, not all.
But not all of them.
So give all the natives their own land.
Yeah, but if we gave all the natives,
We have a lot of land in the country.
Exactly.
So we should have enough to go around.
Exactly, there should be enough to share with everybody. That's why no one should be
Now,
getting kicked out.
what do you think about all the illegals that came in under Joe Biden's administration?
Period.
What do we do with them?
What do we do with them?
There's about 20 million that came in.
I'm sorry. Keep your sign right there.
Wait.
What would you do with them?
Put your signature.
Sorry, there's so much going on right now.
Let them get their visas because that's
All
what
20 million?
That's not me. Well, that's what they came
whose
here
is that?
for. They come here to get their visas.
okay.
You
Sorry
have
about
to
that.
live here for a certain amount of time before you can actually get your visa.
Yeah,
My
sure.
mom was an immigrant. She was born and raised in Colombia.
I was born in Mexico.
So it took her 6 years to get her visa. She had to marry a military guy for them to even pass it.
And you were born here?
Yeah, I was born here.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're a citizen no matter what.
I am a citizen, but at the end of the day, that doesn't mean I don't get criticized or I don't get judged based off of my skin color.
Who
how I
judges
look.
you?
Anybody. I could be driving and I have to be worried about police brutality. I have to be worried about being pulled over.
Has it ever happened
just
to you?
because I am a woman, yes, multiple times.
You've been assaulted by a police officer?
I wouldn't say assaulted, but my dad, who's a full-on African American, was called the N-word because he was just walking in Philly.
By an officer?
No, by a white person.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you're not going to sit here and say that racism does not exist,
Yeah.
or that immigration, whatever is happening to people who are actually have their green cards here and who have their visas here, have to be worried about leaving their homes just because they know that they're going to get deported. So
You guys gave me a lot to worry about, to be honest. I'm gonna have to keep my head down the rest of the day because I don't want to get
the rest of the
deported.
day is crazy.
I don't want to get deported, you know. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Enjoy your Pride. Happy Pride. Here's a question for YouTube.
Sure.
I'm just doing street content. What would you say to Donald Trump?
That I hate him.
Why do you hate him?
He's an asshole. He doesn't really care about other people other than rich old white men that are born in America.
And what policy has he passed his second term that's affected your life, that's making you really, really hate this guy?
One of the things that really bothered me was the research that I do got defunded.
What research do you?
We do cognitive neuroscience research.
Oh, that's awesome.
When we publish, a lot of the things we have to do, we have to include the words like biases.
Yeah.
We have to include the word gender, even though we're not doing gender research. We have to include like the population of people. We have to explain there were 7 males and 10 females that were research participants. You have to state that to be able to publish, and he won't let us include those words in the research anymore. So we can't publish, so we can't get funding. So our careers are going to shit.
Are you a scientist?
Yeah, I'm going into a PhD.
All right, guys. So the line to get into the Pride event looks like about an hour long. I'm not going to wait in line. That's crazy. But we're going to stand on the outside of the event and try to get some conversations here.
You having fun?
Having a great time, but it's a little hot out.
It is.
How are you doing today?
Do you want a fan?
No, thank you. Can I ask you a question, though?
Sure.
What would you want to say to Donald Trump?
What?
What would you want to say to Donald Trump?
Get out of here.
Why?
Because I don't like everything he's doing.
Has he done one thing that you've liked so far?
The governor?
No, we're talking about Donald Trump.
Oh my
Everything
God!
that he's done so far that I like.
Look, I didn't even vote last election, but I read today on the internet, right, that egg prices are down to $2.50 a dozen.
Oh my God!
I'm telling you what I've read.
Oh my God!
Gas price in Tampa's down to $2.67. Stock market all-time high.
So that's all because of him?
Inflation down to the
You
four-year
think
record
any
low.
of that is because of him?
I don't know.
None of that is because
No.
of him, and cruelty is not a justification to lower prices, which he hasn't.
So how did all this happen, though?
Fuck you. Let's go.
Me? I'm
He's
just. Why me?
asking
Fuck
questions.
you for not voting. Fuck you
No,
for
that's
not
okay that you
voting.
didn't.
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I did vote. I did vote for Donald Trump.
That's not a good idea.
I did. I voted for Trump.
Change your mind now.
No, I would vote
You
for him
have to
again.
look at what's going on.
I'd vote for him again. She just cursed me out for no reason, though. That was so unkind.
She's Jamie, that's why.
That's unkind, though. It's not loving and
I'm
tolerant.
working on her.
All right, thank you. You're very nice, though. God bless you. God bless you. Have a great day. That's crazy. All I did was actually cite data, which, by the way, I'll put into this video. Egg prices are down to $2.52 a dozen nationwide. Gas prices in Tampa is as low as $2.67 if you're paying cash in Tampa. And inflation is down to four-year record low. Stock market hit an all-time high. And border crossings are down 95%. And these are all good things. But even bringing up these facts based on real-world data, I still get cursed at. And I even told them I didn't even vote. I told them I'm a non-voter. I still get cursed out. Absolutely delusional. Can I ask you a question? I'm doing a video for Donald Trump at Pride. I want to know what people would say to him.
Fuck you!
Why? Can you go a little deeper? What would you want to say to Donald Trump?
I don't know. I don't really care. The president's a president.
You're indifferent.
I wake up, I make money, and I get on with my life. Who gives a fuck?
That's a good attitude. God bless you. All right, so their shirt says St. Pete is for everybody.
For everybody.
Is it for Trump supporters?
Sure.
Everybody.
For everybody.
God bless you guys.
Here, is this okay?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right.
The background's beautiful too. All right, so the question is, this is a video to Donald Trump, and I want to know what people in St. Petersburg would say to him.
Well, I would personally say someone who's worked in aviation for a really long time. I ran by Donald Trump in a pilot office out in South Carolina, and I wanted to talk to him then, didn't get to. So now I'll take this opportunity to say, I think you're doing an excellent job. I think that anyone that would say that you're not probably doesn't have a better plan, and that we've made some major shifts, and I am like, Team Trump, go, go, go.
And where's your family from?
We are from Florida, Georgia, and New Orleans.
What's your ethnic background?
I'm Cherokee, Italian, German, and Irish. I'm a big mutt.
What a mix. And does your family in general support Trump, or are you the outsider?
100%, yeah, all of them.
Awesome. Thank you so
Brother,
much.
sister, mom, don't be mad family, but you know, you gotta stand for what you stand for, so.
Hell yeah. Can I ask you, Rainbow Beauties, a question real quick? It's a free speech channel. What would you say to Donald Trump?
Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
Have a great day. It is too hot. I'm too tired. I need a ice cold drink to rehydrate, and I need to sit in the AC for the rest of the day. Probably won't make it to the gym today since I walked a lot today. But I hope you guys enjoyed my attempt at interviewing people here at St. Pete Pride. Still had a good time, and subscribe for more content coming up in the near future. As always, God bless Trump.